What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan Grubb here with Extreme.Outdoorsmen. If you guys are new here to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me. Help me hit 6,000 subs, guys. We are almost there. I would really appreciate it. But this morning, I'm actually just getting out here on the lake, and I am super excited to be out here on the lake with Bass and Bill 96. I'm on his boat today. I just drove across the state like 3 hours. I woke up at 3:30 this morning, traveled 3 hours over to this lake around Kalamazoo area, and we are ready to get on some big fish today. Hopefully get on a bunch of fish, but there's a lot of fish in here, smallmouth and largemouth. He's back there throwing topwater right now. We got a bunch of fish hitting the surface, so let's get into it. Hopefully catch a bunch of fish today, guys. So guys, right now we're just working this shoreline right now. It's pretty shallow, so I'm throwing this chatterbait, just working it super slow. And Bill is throwing the topwater, trying to get on some topwater action. We haven't had a ton of luck yet. We've been to a few different spots. I think he's caught one little dinky bass, maybe half a pound. But it's a fish, guys. I've not caught anything yet, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna go try for some smallies here in a minute. We're just gonna work this shoreline, hopefully get on a couple fish. But if we can't, we're gonna move to deeper water, I think, and get on some smallmouth. Just working this chatterbait super slow along bottom. I've been catching a lot of fish lately on this bait, so I've never fished this lake, but you never know. This could be a money bait on this lake.
Not big.
Fish on.
Little one.
Little guy. Largemouth or smallie?
This is a little smallmouth.
Little smallie.
Little smallie.
He's on the Ned rig.
Yes, sir. Keep a little point right here and popped the first smallmouth of the day. Like I said, we're going to try to chase down some of these brown fish as well. Still not the size that we're looking for, but fish nonetheless. Pop that little Z-Man Ned rig on that little...
He's super knowledgeable about fishing.
Oh yeah, he's sick.
Fish on?
Yeah, fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on. Another dinky smallie, I think. Yes, sir.
At least we're catching them.
Little baby smallmouth bass. Not what we're after, man. Bunch of little smallmouth starting to move up, get the tall feed on. Ned rig is getting it done, but just not catching the quality quite yet. Hopefully, we're going to stick into some good ones.
Well, guys, quick update. We've been fishing here for probably like 3 to 4 hours, something like that. And we haven't had a ton of luck. I think he's caught maybe like 3 or 4 little dinks. And we're trying this last spot right now, trying to see if we can catch any fish under these docks. We're throwing Ned rigs, but we're going to try this spot and maybe move to another lake in search of a bunch of fish, guys. So stay tuned. I think we're gonna get on a bunch of fish at the next lake. We'll see you guys there. So guys, we are just getting to a new lake. This is a beautiful lake. It's more like a littler lake, so I think we are gonna land a bunch of fish in here. I'm throwing the Ned rig around. Bill was saying to work a bunch of drop-offs and docks, so that's what we're doing right now. Hopefully land some big fish, and I'm excited to be out here, guys, moving to this new lake. We had a little tough time on the first lake, but hey, he caught a couple fish, and we are now at this lake. We went to Burger King and got some lunch, so we are ready for some action on the new lake. Stay tuned, because we're gonna get on them. So guys, right now I'm just throwing this Ned rig. We're working the shoreline. He's throwing at docks right now, and I'm kind of working this drop off. Just throwing the Ned rig right along the drop off, letting it sink down. Just kind of popping it off bottom. I think we're working in anywhere from 5 to 10 foot. Hopefully land a big one today in this new lake we're at right now. We just moved lakes, like I said, so hopefully connect into a bunch of big fish in this lake, or just a bunch of fish. That would be awesome. There's one. Yeah.
There's one.
Feels like a nice one too.
One?
I don't know.
Use the net?
No. Maybe.
Oh, man,
Feels like a
one,
nice
dude.
one.
It's a good one.
Thought it was a little one.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
It is.
Oh, buddy, she's a pulling.
He's pulling.
Oh, yeah, dude.
See that?
Look at that, dude.
That's sweet.
Nice fish, man.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
It's a 3-pounder
Yeah.
at least.
He's fat.
3-pounder.
Yeah, that's
I'll
sweet.
scale it if you want to see, I think.
Sure. On the Ned rig.
Dude, what did she just spit up right there, man?
Yeah, a big bluegill or something. That was cool.
That's a nice one.
Nice fish. What does she weigh?
You got yourself a 2.75 pounder right there.
Almost a 3-pounder.
She's probably like 16 inches, man.
Yeah.
She's
Check
like a
out the belly on
16
that
incher
thing.
that's, yeah, swallowing just live bluegill down there.
All right, guys. Well, there's my first official fish of the day. Check out the belly on that thing. What was it? 2.7.
2.75.
And that's not a super long fish. That's a chunky one on the Ned rig. Nice fish. Gonna throw her back. Here you go. It's hard to put down this Ned rig now that I just caught the fish on it.
That's gonna be like the go-to anyway.
Yeah. Whatever.
So whenever I'm watching YouTube videos, my fiance knows you by, because you always say like
My voice.
No, well,
Oh.
yeah, probably not. Oh, here we go.
Fish on.
First fish.
First fish.
Little like 10 incher, not too big. I actually missed the one that Dylan caught. Dylan caught like a 2 3/4 pounder, but we're throwing this power shot around with that little 3-aught zone lock flipping hook, and we stuck our first one of this lake. And we are still on the dink train from the last lake. Like I said, I caught like 4 little baby bass, and I haven't even caught a single keeper today, but right when we rolled up, Dylan caught like an almost 3-pounder. So there are some big bass in this lake, and like I said, I think I'm gonna stick into a few.
Oh, there's one.
You know? Oh yeah.
Fish
there you go.
on. Get the net.
Is it a decent one?
It feels pretty big.
Does it? Oh yeah, it's another good one,
No,
man.
no.
All right, we'll get the net. We'll get the
All
net.
right.
It's on the spinning
It's
rod.
got potential.
We're gonna put the little Ego S2 slider to work. If you guys want to check that
Ned rig.
out, not a very big one, but literally right after I caught that little like 10 incher, he fires back that Ned rig and catches probably like a 12 incher.
Yeah, 2
Skinny
fish in
guy.
a row.
I
Whoa.
wish I would have got his nice one on camera, but
Yeah, still.
it happens.
Yeah,
Get her back in the water. Nice fish, man.
thanks.
We're gonna get some bigger ones. We're
Yeah.
gonna get some bigger ones.
They're starting to bite, starting to heat up.
Phone came out. Dylan actually just caught like an almost 3-pounder that I did not get on camera.
Yeah,
We just stuck this little
that's
chunk
a good
right
one.
here, getting her back in the water, throwing that
Bill's
little
on the board.
zone lock, throwing that little zone lock flipping hook on this power shot there. So we've been here for about 10 minutes.
Fish on.
You got one too?
What?
There you go, dude. Right after I caught
That's
that last
crazy.
one. Yes, sir.
Little dinker.
Yeah.
I think that's the smallest bass I've ever caught.
So
Check that out.
So like I was saying, boys and girls, we literally just got to this
Little guy on the
Dylan caught
Ned.
an almost 3-pounder, and then we just doubled up pretty much on these 2 little guys right there. But I'm flipping around this power shot, zone lock, flipping hook, and he's throwing that Ned rig right off the break, and both of them seem to be working. So I'm gonna keep flipping this around, try to get a bigger bite for you guys. I'm sorry that I missed that 3-pounder. It was a pretty good fight, but go check out his channel. You guys could see it. So hopefully we're gonna stick into a 3+ ourselves as well, though.
Chris,
Just
we
like
just
everything.
redid what we just missed.
The only thing we didn't get is that our guys still got to plug that net at some point.
Yeah.
We'll have to get
All right, see ya. There he goes. We're on him. Oh, my bad. I got that rope.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Oh, there we go. Got him on that power shot rig. Yes, sir. Another like little 1-pounder. I have not caught a single nice fish today, but we'll take him. Another little chubby guy right there. That 3-aught zone lock is getting it done up here in this shallow water. Little chubber going back in the lake. Dylan was actually just pulling off a snag back there, and I just was sitting there, and I just felt my line just go boom, just thump down. I wasn't even paying attention. He smoked it. Yes, sir.
Sweet.
A couple more on this.
There's a lot of fish right here.
This lake's average is only like 10 to 12 inches though.
Okay.
That one that you caught was a rare one. Like I feel like I've caught more like 4 and 5 pounders than like 2 and 3/4. Like,
Yeah.
Weird, like middle of the road fish. Don't see a lot of them.
Future 5-pounder.
There we go. Big one. Big one, dude. Big one. Get the net. Get the net, man. Get the net on the power shot. Oh, buddy. Get him in the net. Get him in the net. We were just talking about it, dude.
Yes.
We were just talking about that.
That's
right
a
there.
tank.
Oh, yeah, baby. That zone lock 3-out flipping hook. That little Bowspot Exopod to the face.
Holy
We're
crap.
recording. That's got to be about a 5-pounder.
Yeah. It's gotta
And that's
be.
why we're flipping the pads, boys.
Yes.
Like, I know we can catch a lot more fish off the break, but I
Yeah.
knew that if I flip this up in the pads right there, eventually
That's a
you're
beauty.
gonna get a big bite. Oh yeah, dude. Let's get the scale out.
Sweet.
So boys and girls, we finally found ourselves a grown bass right there. The first one that I've caught that's been a keeper bass in Michigan, 14 inches or bigger, happens to be probably about a 5-pounder. We're gonna put her on the scale right here and find out. Flip that little Biospawn Exopod up in the pads, and she crunched it. She absolutely crunched it, and it's a tank. Oh yeah, dude.
That was sweet.
That was awesome. She's right at 5. 4.96 pounds, just a hair shy of 5, dude.
That is a beauty.
That's a beautiful bass right there. 4.96er. Gonna get a couple pictures of this fish and then get her back in the water. Beautiful, beautiful bass right there, guys.
Well, guys, we have been flipping those pads for probably like 45 minutes to an hour, and we hooked up onto a big one, guys. He caught probably almost a 5-pounder. What was it?
4.96.
4.96. That was crazy, guys. I went to go grab the net. I was kind of nervous to net it because he was swimming away, and I netted it though, so it was a good net job, and he landed a nice fish. So that was super cool. We just finished with that, and we're gonna move on to some other fishing, maybe out in the main lake. So we're gonna throw Ned rigs and hopefully connect onto another big one, guys. So stay tuned. Big one?
That's a better one. I don't think it's, well, dude, I actually don't know. It's pretty good. I don't think it's like a giant, but it's a good one. Oh yeah.
Nice one.
Come on.
That's
man.
a nice fish.
Come on in this boat, sir. There we go. That's not a 5-pounder, but we will take that all day.
Yeah.
Freaking nice, like 2.5 right there. Little heavy metal tungsten jig in that Biospawn Exopod trailer for that fish. Probably like a 16, 17 incher. Beautiful.
Nice fish.
Probably like 16 incher. Nice one right there. Jig fish all day. Oh, she did, and then I got
Yeah.
you again. Third time the charm. Come on, baby.
What?
Come on.
No way. 4 hits?
5.
What?
Oh,
Oh!
it's so small. I don't even know
Yeah.
what just happened. Dude, she hit it 5 times. It's got no trailer,
Yeah.
nothing. What the?
She was hungry.
What the fuck? I ain't never seen that shit. That's stupid.
Maybe she'll hit the Ned.
Yeah, seriously. A couple more of those, or 2 at least.
There's a fish. Little one. Little one. On the Ned. It's probably that one that just hit yours 5 times. It is. Look.
Does it got the things in his mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, it was, dude. That thing ate it 5 times.
Yeah,
Missed my jig
that's
5
crazy.
times, and he caught it on the Ned rig.
That's
I knew it was a
wicked.
little
He's
one.
hungry.
Oh my gosh, she got the last of my little Biospawn Exopod pinchers right in her mouth. We're gonna switch to the chicken claw.
heck?
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So, I don't know if you guys exactly.
Whoa, do you see that?
No.
She just jumped and spit it out.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys exactly saw what just happened, but basically that fish hit my jig 5 separate times and I missed every single one because it was so small, probably a little bit too big of a meal. And then Dylan chucked his little Ned rig out there, caught it, and it had both of my little Biospawn Exopod pitchers sticking out of its mouth. So
I don't think I've ever done that. So guys, we have been working this shoreline right here, and I've caught a couple fish on the jig, but I didn't get them on the GoPro. I wasn't filming, but Bill has been absolutely on fire on the jig. He's been catching all kinds of fish, and he's given the jig bite a little break. He's throwing the Ned rig right now, and he just landed a little one. We've been catching a lot of little fish and a couple solid ones, and then he also caught that 4.96, I think it was. So we're having a pretty good day out here. Hopefully we can get on a couple more, but we're gonna go head off to this spot right here that we saw a bunch of fish earlier. Fish on. This man's on fire. Bunch of dinks though.
That size.
Yeah.
That's like the smallest one of the day.
I think that is a dinky
size right there.
Well, all right. Headed off to the next spot. Fish. They're hitting the Ned rig. Definitely a solid bait out on this lake.
These are the ones that were definitely swiping at the jig.
Yeah.
Because we were getting a lot of like short strikes on the jig. That's this right here. Can't get a jig in its mouth. Too good. All those ones that you'd swing and miss on a jig.
Yeah.
That's all those are.
Yeah. That can't fit the jig in his mouth. Well guys, we are just getting the boat back on the trailer and we are wrapping up the day. It's around 5 o'clock right now, and I have like a 3-hour drive back to the house all the way across the state of Michigan. So it's gonna be a fun time headed back, but I had a blast out on the water today. Thanks again to Bill for letting me come over here and fish with him. I had a blast. He caught a ton of fish today. I caught a couple fish, and I caught, I think, like a solid 3-pounder, and he ended up catching that one big fish, almost 5 pounds, punching in the lily pad. So that was super cool. But if you guys want to see that big fish, make sure to go check out his channel. I'm going to leave the link to his video down under this video, so make sure to go check it out and subscribe to his channel if you guys are not already. So thanks a lot for watching today's video, guys, and we will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.